Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 through 18. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the number of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. See, the Spirit got to be working with you for you to comprehend this. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. See, our apostles, our big brothers, our elders, and brothers of the like-minded, they have broken this thing down, man. They have make it simple to understand, which brings Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 into fruition. Because remember, all the words of this book shall come to pass. And it reads, And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. You see, the Spirit is working with us, brothers. We comprehend that through the Spirit, World War III is approaching, but before that, the mandatory implantation of the mark of the beast has to take place as well. Because remember, the Lord states, None of my words shall return unto me void. Let's go from here. Because this is going to be the world when it's mandatory and it's implemented, and they were going to happily take this. But like the Lord said to us in Matthew chapter 13, verse 16, Blessed are your eyes because they see. We comprehend what's going on around us. And blessed are your ears because they hear. See, the Spirit is quaking us. Let me go back to the video here, and it's all spiritual because I came across this video last night, and it reads, in this video, let me point this out to you, brothers. It's 1 minute and 44 seconds long. And we know, those of us in the truth, we know that that's a spiritual number. It represents the 144,000, the elect men, that governing body of Israel. Now, in the caption it states here, microchip implanted into employees of Wisconsin business. And of course, YouTube, I'm using this video under the Fair Use Act, right? And hopefully, brothers, through the Spirit, this will be edifying. Let's get right into it.
Todd Westby might just have a hand in shaping the future. The CEO of vending machine maker 3 Square Market literally opening doors with automation that's turning some workers into high-tech machines of sorts. This is a lot more than just some sort of novelty to you.
It is. It's reality. With all of the interest we've seen in it, I can tell this is definitely the future.
Look, brothers, what is he doing? Those of you who still doubt, look at what he's able to do. He's able to access the inner buildings, his work. He's able to make purchases. See, if the Spirit is on you, you will comprehend this. It can't be anything else but this. But let's continue.
By injecting a rice-sized microchip into a willing employee's hand, all kinds of data can be programmed into them, from driver's licenses and medical ID cards to logging onto computers.
You have to hold it up to something such as this.
Even purchasing snacks in the company break room. More than 50 employees have volunteered. How much did that hurt?
Didn't really hurt a lot.
A third.
See, remember the law in Leviticus tells us, make no cuttings in thy flesh, right? Let's continue, brothers.
Holding off for now.
It kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Some experts suggest caution. Among the concerns, ID theft, health, and whether the chips can be tracked by GPS.
Most people don't really understand how this technology works, what data is collected, how it's stored, or who might be able to get access to it legally or illegally.
3 Square says their employees cannot be tracked by satellite. Melissa Timmons was skeptical, but is now chipped.
Yeah, right now it's only to buy a candy bar and get in our building, but there's a lot more that's going to be coming with it.
Did you hear what she said? Right now, it's to purchase items and to get in and out of your work or business. But there's a lot more that's going to be involved in this. Are you listening? Read, right? This is what the scripture means, man. The scripture tells us to be watchful as well as we should pray.
Chips off the new block.
I'll choose to pay with my hand here.
Cool and technology, once again, hand in hand. Ron Mott, NBC News, River Falls, Wisconsin.
You see, let me come out of this. But hold on, brothers. I have one more video to tie into this lesson. Now we're back, brothers. I wanted to cue it up and get right to the point, but listen closely.
This morning, like a scene straight out of 007.
So you can keep an eye on me?
Employees at one Wisconsin tech company, 3 Square Market, willingly making that fantasy a reality, implanting their own bodies with microchips.
What did the employees say when you brought this idea to them?
Half of them actually within 5 seconds says yes.
CEO Tom.
You see, this is going to be many of you Jakes, you corporate Jakes, you brainiac Jakes on the job. Within 5 seconds, you're going to say yes. There won't be any hesitation because you want to continue with your way of life, and you trust in Egypt, which is America, aka Babylon the Great. But our trust is in the Lord.
Todd Westby, along with 50 of his 80 colleagues, even his wife and kids, preparing to implant these chips, the size of a grain of rice, between their forefingers and thumbs, so they can do everything from buy snacks in the break room to log in the morning to unlocking doors with just the swipe of a hand.
What did it take to persuade the holdouts?
Basically, we had to explain to them there's no tracking of the information. It's not GPS or anything like that.
The radio frequency technology in the devices, approved by the FDA, will be inserted with a small needle by a licensed technician. Some internet experts warn that the convenience could come at a cost.
Many things start off with the best of intentions, but sometimes intentions turn. We've survived thousands of years as a species without being microchipped. Is there any particular need to do it now?
Participation is optional, and some are holding out.
There's always the fear of infection, so it's the unknown right now.
But many are excited to give the new technology a try.
I think it's kind of cool. Just pop it up there and it'll work.
Oh boy. And let's go back to the scriptures, brothers, because many of you Jakes, you still don't see this. You'll look at this and think that this cannot be the mark or the charagma or the charax that's talked about in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. But it is. And if the Spirit is on you, you'll see it. But even if the Spirit is not currently on you, you can't see this. You should pray. Look at what Elisha did in 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 17. And this is just an example, right? Elisha prayed, open his eyes, Lord, so that he may see. Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and saw the hills full of horses and chariots and fire all around them. I want you to consider this precept too as well. When Yahweh Shai in the book of Revelation stated, I open a door that no man can shut, and when he closes it, no man can open it. I mean, the Lord has the power to open up your understanding and your comprehension. Okay? See, this is why we should fear the Lord and seek him. Let me go from here, brothers. We go from here, right? Revelation chapter 3, verse 18. Look at the power, because the Lord has all power, right? The Lord states this: I counsel you to buy from me gold refined in a fire, so that you can become rich, and white clothes to wear, so that you can cover your shameful nakedness, and salve to put on your eyes, so that you can see. And what's this gold? What's these white clothes? That's the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding of the scripture. See, now is the time of grace and mercy. That's why the scripture tells us, seek the Lord while he can be found, right? So he may relent, right, and leave a blessing. And that blessing is the Lord opening you up, right, so you can comprehend. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, right? This is why we should desire this wisdom of the scriptures. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 14 through 35. And I won't read all of it, just some of it. And it reads, for wisdom is more profitable than silver, and her wages are better than gold. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. See, nothing we can desire in this life compares to the wealth, right? The oil, the riches that these precepts, this understanding brings. Not a woman, not a salary on your job, because this wisdom, this knowledge shall be the stability of our time. This is what is going to save us, brothers. Verse 16, she offers you long life in her right hand, and riches and honor in her left. She will guide you down delightful paths. All her ways are satisfying. See, for us, the hopeful elect, we follow this, we pursue this, we have this wisdom, we're going to be crowned as the elect with the Lord. Right? Let's go from there, brothers. One more. Get one more. Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel hath not attained which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were what? Blinded. See, brothers, this is why we should seek the Lord now, because we want to attain this understanding. We don't want to be blinded like the rest of the world that's going to accept this implantation. Remember in the interview, he said within 5 seconds. Hopefully, brothers, this lesson was edifying. Pardon me, brothers. Shalom.